So the lesson plan that I chose to do and base my artifact on is the K through 2 going places safely. And for my artifact, I chose to make a board game called Internet Land. And the overall standard for this is for students to engage in safe, positive, and legal behavior while going online, so especially when it's like a social interaction online or using networked devices. And the objectives that students will learn is discover that the internet can be used to visit faraway places and learn new things, and compare how staying safe online is staying safe in the real world, and also explain the rules for traveling safely online. And so for this artifact, the students must start here, and they will draw cards, but before they can do that, they must state one thing they like about the internet before they can start. And then when it's the first player's turn to go, they will draw a card, and it'll either have a one color block on it or two color blocks on it. And if they have one color block, they just go to the first color block they see that matches their card. And if it's a double color block, then they go to the second block they see that with the corresponding color that matches the card. And then they can also land on like the different pictures on here. So if they land on this one, that means they are going on a class field trip to the museum, and so they have to scan this QR code right here, and it'll take them to the Museum of Modern Art, and they'll go through it, and they have to state one thing that they learned, and once they do that, that means they can take an extra turn. And if they land on a purple dot, that means that they can go to the next corresponding color. So if they land on this pink one, they can skip up to this pink one. And then if they land on this one, they have to scan this QR code, and if they scan this one, they read through it, and then they have to list at least 2 guidelines to internet safety, and if they do that, they can move forward 3 spaces. And then if they land on this one, that means they landed on a computer virus. And so they have to scan this QR code right here. No, wait, not that one. This one. They have to scan this one, and they have to like read through it and then be able to state what a computer virus is. But if they land on this one, that means they lose a turn. And then if they land on the zoo one, that means they scored a trip to the zoo. And so they go to the zoo website over here, and they go through it, look at the different animals, and then they have to state one thing they learned and one of the favorite things they learned from the website. And then if they land on this one, that means they didn't ask their parents for permission or the teacher before going online, and so they have to go back to start. So yeah, this is called Internet Land, and I think this is a good, fun, and interactive way for students to learn about going places safely online.